Hello, thank you for tuning in. Today I want to talk to you briefly about your plans. Now, a lot of us made plans. Some of us did resolutions. I don't know why. Because most people don't hold true to those resolutions. But anyway, I digress. But I want to talk to you today about your plans. We have entered a new year, and for the most part, some of us still have assignments, goals that we wanted to get accomplished in the previous year that we didn't quite make the mark on. Like, we got close to it. We did things that would help us to complete it, but we didn't quite complete it. And that's okay, because you can continue, make the necessary adjustments and move accordingly. It doesn't mean that you have to stop altogether if it wasn't completed. It doesn't mean that you need to start over. Just continue where you left off. But what I would say to you is, and while you're here, please feel free to comment. But what I would say to you is, consider seeking God. A lot of times we make plans for ourselves, we make plans for our life, but we have not consulted God in whatever it is that we're doing or preparing to do. Some of us, we may have consulted God about it. We may have consulted God a long time ago about it, and God gave us the okay to go forth with it, and we haven't gone forth with it yet. Some of us are still praying. Some of us have started that prayer over again because you weren't sure for whatever reason. But I would still say, seek God. Seek God and learn to trust God. We believe that God will see us through stuff, but do we really trust God to do it? Would be my question to you. Do you really trust God in the plan? Whatever that plan may be, are you really and truly trusting God to see you through? We believe God and the way that He's made for others. We saw how He worked it out on others' behalf. Are we really trusting God on our behalf? Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not to your own understanding, because sometimes things might not look like it's going in the right direction. But if you've already seek God for instructions, seek God for guidance, seek God for direction, and you feel within your heart that this is what God has instructed you to do, then do it. Sometimes it does not look the way we plan for it to look. But remember, we're not God. So God knows the full layout of whatever it is that's going to be taking place. But with us, we don't know what it looks like. And God is not going to give us play by play of what all is going to take place. or how we're going to do it. He doesn't always give us, well, not even always. He doesn't. God does not give us a full layout of the complete journey of whatever it is that we are preparing ourselves to do. But if you stop and take out the time to seek God, put it in God's hand, trust God. If you trust God, then you trust the process. The process may be long, maybe. For some, it might not be as easy as we thought it would be. But still, if you take out the time and trust God in the process of it all, He'll see you through it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. And then in all your ways, acknowledge God. Every step of the way, acknowledge God. Don't you get the big head, and because you see things are going good, it becomes what you've done. I did this. I did that. I made it happen for me. Don't do that. If you can help it, do your best to give it over to God. Let Him handle it. Let Him direct your path. At the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to know that God has directed your path in whatever it is that you are doing, need to do. Okay? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. Him meaning God, your Heavenly Father, Jesus the Christ. Acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. Okay? Let Him direct your path. Let Him lead and guide you. You just make sure that you are in a place where you can follow His leading. Make sure that you are in a place where you can follow the guidance, the direction of the Holy Spirit. Make sure that you are in a place that you can hear from God. Okay? It doesn't require you to be perfect, because no man is. But if you at least acknowledge God, do your best to do right, to get it right, to continue to seek God. Don't just have Him first in your life and then you have all these other things added, but have Him in the center of your life. That way you will acknowledge Him in everything that you are doing and everything that you have going on. Acknowledge Him. In all thy ways, acknowledge Him. Okay? Just remember that in everything that you do, even for those of us that are doing our best as being content creators. You know, I see and hear, you know, a lot of people saying, you know, that YouTube is making it easy for us, helping you to get subscribers, helping you to get views. But guess what? If you don't do your part, then it doesn't help you. You've got to do your part. Okay? God will direct your path. You have to do your part. God is not going to walk it out for you. You've got to do your part. Whatever your part is, you've got to do your part. And just understand that you have something to do, so do it. There are times when you may be pulled away and you're unable to do things, or time doesn't permit for you to do it. Maybe God has you on another assignment to get something else accomplished. So you've got to focus on getting that done. And that's okay. It's okay if sometimes you have to step away from the thing, whatever the thing is. As long as you're stepping away, it's not because you're being lazy or not because you are misusing your time. But sometimes you have to step away. For instance, over the holiday seasons, I have not been posting. I've made videos, but I haven't been posting videos because my focus had been on getting some other things taken care of that I felt God was instructing me to do. So that's what I did. You know, some may say, well, it would have been no issue for you to take out a minute to just upload the video. Well, for some that may have been an easy thing. But for the things that I have been doing, I felt that I needed to step away so that I could get some things done. And sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to step away to get some things done. Sometimes we have to step away because of health issues. Sometimes you have to step away because of family matters. Sometimes you have to step away because of other obligations. Whatever the case may be, sometimes you just have to step away. Take care of the things that you need to take care of, and then come back to pick up where you left off and get things done. Okay? So just remember, do your best to be in tune with whatever it is that you feel or that you know God has called you to do, and do that. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You do your part in the things that you need to do, that you should be doing. All right? It's the most important thing for you to do is focus on that of which you know that God has called you to do. Be committed to it. Okay? Being committed to it is something of a whole nother level. But it requires that you get yourself together, get your mind right. Okay? So that you can do that of which you're called to do. So that you can fulfill your obligations in what it is that you've been instructed to do. Okay? I hope this helps you. And just remember, go forth. You still have time to get it done. So get it done. Whatever it may be. If it's school, do what you need to do. Okay? you want to learn something, take up some classes, do some refresher courses, whatever the case may be. There is a lot of stuff that's on social media that you can take out the time to learn. There are a lot of webinars that are available for you to tap into so that you can get stuff done. All right? Whatever the case may be, go forth. Seek God. Trust God. Acknowledge God every step of the way. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. And I promise you, if you do those things, God will do the rest. Just make sure that you're doing it and that you have a pure heart, that your reasoning behind doing it is pure. Okay? We've got to understand it's time out for us doing stuff just because everybody else is doing it and we feel the opening to do it. If you know that this is what God is leading you to do, whatever that this may be, then sweetie, do it. As long as it's something positive and it's not bringing harm to you or bringing harm to your family, as long as it's not causing you to neglect your family, then do it. Do what you know God has called you to do. Follow the leading of God in everything that you do, because God is moving upon the earth. God is doing things. God is opening doors. He's making a way. And he's done this all before. He's been doing it. It's nothing new. But it's just that this particular avenue that you may be going down, he's opening up some new doors for you. It's left up to you to walk through it. He's unlocking the door. You may have to push the door open. He's unlocking the door. Doesn't mean that the door is going to automatically swing open. Sometimes you've got to walk towards the door in order for it to open. Okay? Lord, whatever you're doing in the season, please don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. That's my prayer. That God, whatever you are doing in this season of my life, don't do it without me. I want to be there to walk through it. I want to know that if it gets hard, when it gets hard, that I can lean and know that God is right there with me. Okay? So you, my friend, be encouraged. Remember, I'm here with you. Passing on some hope is what I do. Following the plan is what you are to do. All right? I'll talk with you soon right here on this channel. Be encouraged. Later for now.